this a try. Stand by to be amazed. Just gonna let that sit for a while. I see some fizzing coming off some of these spots, like bubbles coming off the metal, so I guess that means it's working. A few hours later, so something's happening, that's for sure. Alright, so these are all done. We're going to start working on them, getting them ready to mount back onto the motor. Obviously, this is in great condition. Everything is good to go on this. This is pretty much just a bolt-on part. This needs a lot of work. I need to work on the heat riser that I had to cut out. So I got to knock these pins out, replace all that. I've also got to address these pits, and then this, of course, is a problem. So, but I got a plan for that. Do one more cleaning. Mix it up a little bit. I'm just going to use it like body filler, essentially. Somebody came in the garage. Oh, hey, get out. Get out. I just don't want going in the attic. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint this. I'm not really worried about it being perfect. I just wanted to get some of those big holes filled. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a paint job and go from there. Alright, I'm working on the heat riser for this. I got one bushing in. The other one's still in there. And I don't feel like trying to hammer it out, so I'm just going to leave that one off to the side. This rod fits in there just fine and spins pretty freely. So I think it's going to work. This kit is off of is for the 4-cylinder, because they don't sell them for the 6-cylinder. So I figured it can't be that much different anyway, so I just bought this one and we're gonna make it work. So I got the old valve here that has the old rod welded onto it. So I need to grind this weld off and then knock this old rod out, put it through here and weld it on. So alright, let's do this. Don't mind my outfit. It is really, really hot out here and humid. Test fit this. And I'm leaving the hole I cut on the top side so I can weld it from up here. And yes, there's a crack right there. So that's excellent. But this will all be bolted together with this up here. And the crack can only go as far as the top of this rod. It can't go all the way down. So just gonna deal with it. I would love to have a whole fresh new exhaust manifold, but they don't make them anymore. So that shelf holds this spring, sits on top of it. Let me run it this way. It's moving. That's actually moving. It's not even attached. I need to put some thought into this. When it's cold, it needs to be closed. All welded up. I don't know if I recorded that or not. I'll clean all this off, but I think. Opens. Down. Oh my gosh. All right. I need to take this back apart because I just set it up the wrong way. So check this out. From what I understand, the idea behind the valve opening and closing is instead of letting, when the engine's cold and needs to heat it up, it retains the hot air that's coming from the exhaust that would go through the exhaust pipe, is staying in the engine and in the manifold and heating up the engine until it gets to the correct operating temperature, in which case the valve will open and start allowing more flow out the exhaust. But so when you look inside here, right here the valve is closed. So this is full. Any exhaust air that's coming through any of these pipes is coming right out of here. So there's no restriction from any of these points to here. But if you turn the valve to here, it basically shuts off this side. But if there's exhaust coming out of, say, this pipe or these two valves, there's no restriction. It comes right out. But these ones are now blocked by that vent or that valve. So you're only keeping in heat basically on the front half of the engine. Wouldn't it heat up unevenly then? Wouldn't this be retaining a bunch of heat and this be not doing that and just venting it all out the exhaust pipe? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. I'm just going to hook this thing up. Call it good. If you understand it and can help me understand it, let me know. Because to me, that doesn't make sense that you would shut off just one side, but not the other side. It seems like you would want to restrict, but not completely shut off, but restrict all of them. So they all are doing equal work, I guess, or retaining the equal amount of heat. But anyways. Okay, so I just flipped the weight and the spring around and put the weight on the other side. So now it's closed this way. It's gonna heat up. And you can see in there the valve is closed. So all these are flowing open now. No restriction. Good to go. So open them up and then put them in here and tighten them and finger tighten them in.
Where?
I'm gonna find a socket.
Oh.
No, other way.
Oh. Wow.
The white part sticks out. Yep. And just kind of finger tighten them in there. Should be one left.
Oh, there you got it. So goodbye.
Thank you. Go from here. And it's going to go into here. Like that. Well, I guess I'll trim some off and put some bends in it. I would like it to go. I'll have to see how maybe go like this. 90 straight across.
tumbleweed garage.